Bro, stay with me on this one, because something is shifting with Ryan Reynolds that he is clearly trying to keep quiet. For years, he's been Hollywood's nicest guy, the funny, easygoing husband who shows up, cracks a joke, and moves on. But insiders are now saying there's a completely different side to him behind closed doors. And no cap, the timing is not a coincidence. Wait for it, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what people in the industry have apparently been saying about both of them this whole time, and why Ryan can't keep the mask on much longer. Let's get into it. Okay, quick rewind. Ryan Reynolds turned likable into a billion-dollar brand. Deadpool, the aviation gin ads, the wholesome husband persona. For over a decade, that image was basically bulletproof. Then, Blake Lively's lawsuit against Justin Baldoni happened, and suddenly, Ryan wasn't just the funny guy anymore. He was pulled directly into the middle of one of the messiest legal battles Hollywood has seen in years.
Is gross. She literally cherry-picked her entire lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. In other words, in Blake's lawsuit, she picked out certain pieces of conversation to make Justin look like he was very inappropriate. When in fact, in the documentation that he submitted in his lawsuit against Blake and her husband Ryan Reynolds, he negates every single one of her points. Just as one small example, Blake claims that Justin fat shamed her by asking people how much she weighed and joking that he could never lift her. In Justin's lawsuit, it clearly shows a conversation of him asking about her weight because he has a long history of back injury and he wanted to make sure that it was going to be safe for him to do. Another example of his sexual harassment, she claims that Justin called her hot, when in fact it's on video that Justin made a comment about the place they were shooting in, there was no air conditioning, that the place was going to be hot. I literally think her ego is so giant and she's so self-centered that everything she hears relates back to her. We all know who Blake Lively is. I mean, she has literally shown us in interviews. Remember this?
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
Did you guys love wearing those?
And here's the thing that a lot of coverage keeps glossing over. This didn't just cost them financially or publicly. According to entertainment insiders, it started to reveal things about both of them that people in the industry apparently already knew. So here's where it actually starts. An entertainment industry source told Rob Shooter's Naughty But Nice Substack, quote, "People think Ryan is the funny, charming guy from the commercials, but behind closed doors, he's a lot more intense. He switches. It's like there's Hollywood Ryan, and then there's the Ryan only insiders meet." Bro, sit with that for a second. That's not a random troll on Twitter. That's an industry insider describing two completely different versions of the same guy. And it's not just one source. A reputation management expert told Fox News Digital that Ryan's, quote, "nicest guy in Hollywood aura is, quote, taking a little bruising." Reports have also claimed some studios are becoming more cautious about projects involving him since the lawsuit went public. That is a real, tangible career hit, not just internet chatter. Here's the reaction moment that really stopped me. There were reports of a Sony representative allegedly calling Ryan horrible behind the scenes. No cap, when that clip started circulating, people were stunned, because this is the same guy who spent 15 years building a persona around being the most likable man in Hollywood. And on Blake's side, this isn't new either. There have been claims from a former staff member at her lifestyle brand Preserve describing the workplace as difficult. Add that to the stories that came out during the It Ends With Us press tour about how she was reportedly perceived on set, and you start to see a pattern insiders say has existed for a while. This wasn't just one bad news cycle. People in the industry were apparently talking about both of them long before the lawsuit made headlines. Behind the scenes, many industry observers believe the never-ending legal battle has taken a toll on everyone involved, including Ryan Reynolds. While Ryan has remained publicly supportive of Blake throughout the ordeal, the constant headlines, courtroom developments, and media scrutiny have kept the controversy alive for months. Those close to the situation have suggested the priority is simply bringing the saga to an end so the family can move forward. After all, every new filing reignites public attention, making it difficult for anyone involved to put the story behind them. As the legal drama continued dominating headlines, it didn't just fuel debate about the lawsuit, it also sparked intense speculation about Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's marriage. Social media quickly filled with rumors that the relentless public scrutiny was putting pressure on their relationship, with some gossip outlets even questioning whether the Hollywood couple was headed for a split. Despite the online speculation, there's been no evidence that Ryan and Blake are divorcing. In fact, they've continued making public appearances together, and Ryan has publicly praised Blake since the legal battle began, signaling that they're presenting a united front. Still, the rumors became another chapter in a controversy that seemed to grow bigger with every passing month.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were allegedly faking their romance this past weekend when they were caught on camera with major PDA. And it does kind of look like he's kissing her with his eyes wide open in this picture. If you've been keeping up with the blind items, you'll know that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' relationship is allegedly on the rocks, and this whole Justin Baldoni lawsuit thing has really put their marriage in a bad place. Some blind items even suggest that the two are not even living together and that their marriage is over. Recently, Blake and Ryan were spotted being photographed looking all loved up, and allegedly this was all staged to fool us into thinking that their relationship is okay. This A-list actress was clinging to her actor husband every single time she noticed someone was about to take their photo. And again, this is allegedly Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and follow me for more celebrity tea.
Beyond the personal speculation, the controversy has also raised questions about how Hollywood views the couple professionally. As the legal battle stretched on month after month, entertainment reporters and industry commentators began debating whether the constant headlines could affect future collaborations. In Hollywood, where reputation can be just as valuable as box office success, prolonged public disputes often become a talking point among studios, producers, and talent agencies. For Ryan Reynolds, the timing has been particularly notable. Best known as one of Hollywood's most bankable stars and a producer with multiple business ventures, he's found himself answering questions that have little to do with his work. Instead of the conversation focusing solely on his upcoming projects and entrepreneurial success, interviews and media coverage have frequently been overshadowed by the ongoing lawsuit and its fallout.
I know Blake and Ryan absolutely despise TikTok, because what do you mean you slapped the child without any sort of approval on set 20 years ago and you're just now facing the backlash? The movie was 2005's Amityville Horror, and Jesse James, who played Ryan's son, was unaware of his improv slap, but Ryan claimed that he looked like he won the lottery. But meanwhile, there were people on set that were like literally crying out of horror that he did that. I'm telling you, their PR team had to have been working overtime the last 20 years, because all of this information was out there, but it was buried so far down that unless you actively did not like these two, you most likely did not hear about it. And for Ryan to allegedly say that if all of this bad PR from Blake ruins his career, that he's gonna have to leave her, just proves that he is not far off from who he was 20 years ago. Because, sir, you've been dodging controversies left and right since you started in Hollywood. All of this just so happened to put a spotlight on your bad behavior. Instead of blaming your wife, take some responsibility for your behavior and just try to be a better human.
That doesn't necessarily mean Ryan's career is in jeopardy. He remains attached to major projects and continues to be one of the industry's biggest names. But the situation has undoubtedly shifted part of the public conversation away from his achievements and toward a controversy that has shown few signs of disappearing. Whether that has any lasting impact on future opportunities remains to be seen, but it's become one of the most closely watched celebrity legal battles in recent memory. So here's what it actually looks like when you put it all together. No dramatic music needed. Ryan Reynolds spent over a decade building the most bulletproof likability brand in Hollywood. And according to insiders, industry experts, and even his own on-record comments, cracks are starting to show underneath that image, right alongside the ongoing questions about how Blake has reportedly been perceived by people who've actually worked with her. Neither of them has confirmed anything publicly about a shift in how they're seen. But when this many separate sources, from Substack insiders to reputation experts to former staff, start describing the same pattern, it's hard to write it off as coincidence. Whether this actually changes how Hollywood treats them going forward is the real question, and right now, nobody seems to have that answer yet. Let me know in the comments what you think is really going on behind the scenes with these two. Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos, and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, See you in the next one.